baby, won't you sail with me out on the rolling sea? We'll find some place to go, maybe down to Barbados. It's an island off somewhere in the middle of nowhere, sailing to freedom, you and me.
Lesson 101, operation of dinghy. Right, step 1. Is this in the little spot? No, it's not. This is the kill switch. So you need to have that on your wrist if you're a beginner driver, okay?
Okay.
So it'll cut the motor out if you fall in. Okay, you got that?
Yes.
All right, you got that?
Yes.
Step 2. This is neutral. It's pointing up. Okay. What are you laughing for? This is serious stuff, people. Far out. New crew. She doesn't know what's going on. She might have seen the vlog before. She might have seen all the disasters and all the rubbish, but that's okay. But far out. So, neutral.
Yes, neutral.
Reverse. Forward. But to start it, it needs to be in neutral.
Like a car.
Yes. Step 3. That has got to be on that marker. So it should be giving you enough fuel to start the motor. All right, pull it.
Pull?
Yep. Harder. Okay, so that was on a bit too high. But that's usually where you start. All right. Now, go forward. All right, then grab that. Now it's going to be like opposite to everything you're used to. So it's like a motorbike. Well, opposite to a motorbike.
Yes, opposite.
If you're on this side, it's the same as a motorbike, okay? Go over there. If she gets it wrong, people, I'm kicking her off.
Can I go up top of the reef?
No.
Really not?
Oh, it's shallow.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. I think I should have the safety on.
Yeah, you might.
Links! Correct!
You're just getting me.
No, I'm just seeing if you can do it. Links! Correct! Alright, lesson is over. Time to have fun. And then we ran into one of my 7 only fans from around the world. Okay. Fan number 1, apparently. He says that, but I'm not so sure. He's probably a vagabonder. And I've just flashed up incidentally, and he went, oh, who's this loser? And he clicked on once, and then he sort of remembered. Is that how it worked? So don't say yes. Have a pause. At least pause before you answer. Far out.
So where are you going? Are you going to...
We're going to go see if the crocs are still here.
Oh, where did you see the crocs? We were told there were no crocs.
Oh,
Yeah.
There are no crocs here. That's right, people. There are no crocs right here. But about 100 metres away, Harry the crocodile used to play.
But on this side, they said there were none.
None here.
Really?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the Kuna said they never seen crocs here.
Oh no, people. I fear the worst for old Harry. All he liked to do was hold his breath, hang on the bottom, and visit the boats. Sure, he was wanting to eat a dog or a kid or two, but it's not Harry's fault. He's hungry, and you can't fight 200 million years of evolved instincts, people. I think he has seen some dinner now. Enough reminiscing, back to the present. Yeah, we might come over for drinks or something. Yeah. Okay. That's if you've got drinks. We don't have anything. We're a low budget channel. We have water. And some guy on a boat, he had these things. It was like cold, clear rocks. I don't know what that is, but it makes like the water cold. Do you have that? Do you have cold rocks? Oh, we might come over then. All right, we're back in San Blas, and I want to see if Harry the crocodile is still around. Lisa is keen to see a crocodile. She is not so keen to see it super close, because apparently they don't have crocodiles in Switzerland. Okay, so we're going to be quiet a little bit. We're going to get out our hands and knees, and we're going to creep up to it. Now, last time, I don't know if anyone's watched this, last time there, I actually thought the big one, the 10, 11 foot one, was over there, 3 islands over. And I was trying to sneak up on the baby one, which is about 6 or 7 feet. And so I was coming along here, I was on my hands and knees, and it saw me before I saw it, and it went into the water. And I thought, oh, that's it. I missed my chance. I didn't get much footage of it because it was too quick. And the chitras, the little no-see-ums, the sandflies, were biting me so much. I went in the water, and I was dousing myself with water, and the bigger one was there that time, and it came flying past me, not to eat me or anything, probably it was scared shitless, and went into the water. But it was really, really close. So we're going to be quiet soon, and we're going to try and check it out, see if it's still there. Excited?
Yes.
Somewhere over there, that's where the big one was, and the smaller one. The smaller one's there almost all the time, or it used to be. I don't know, it's been how long. So we'll walk quietly, and then we'll get on our hands and knees and get low, because there's a log where he or she used to hang out. Okay?
Yep.
Right, don't be afraid. It's only a little one, unless the big one's there, and then it's only a little and a big one.
Okay.
But they're
Sounds
timid.
easy.
They're not like Australian crocodiles.
So less offensive?
Yeah, offensive. Yeah, there's less profanity. They do not say
Okay.
yeah, so they're very less offensive. So it's usually over there. Okay, let's go. You ready? Ready?
There's people up
There's
there.
been people here before, so
Yeah, and there's a dog up the beach and a person
really? Where?
right there.
Okay. Well, the dogs usually attract them. All right, so a bit failed, people, because we got some other people here and they've already been here. Maybe they've seen the croc. We'll go have a talk to them. But this is the spot. There's a little water hole that I gather, I don't know, that they like. They've cleared it right through. Wasn't like this at all last time. Looks like they're going to bring more people to live here. There was a small settlement on the other side. I think it's Lewish. All right, they clear it to get rid of all the chitras and all the sandflies, but of course it exposes the island to erosion. Anyway, what can you do? We spoke to the locals and got some bad news. Okay, so we've just got some information. Apparently the big croc has been killed. They're opening up I don't know, a new, I don't know, it's not really a village, but there might be a few families here. And they didn't eat it, they just killed it. That's a bit odd. I would have eaten it myself. Anyway, so that's a bit of bad news, because Harry, he was almost like a person. He'd swim around your boat and between the other boats. I mean, yes, sure, he was after children and dogs, so that's not like a person, but he was friendly. Until the attack, he was friendly. He wasn't rowdy. I mean, I liked Harry. It was an adventure trying to find Harry.
Yeah, I'd really like to meet him.
Yeah, anyway.
Would have liked.
So apparently he's gone. Maybe there's another one. Maybe there's another one that swam out of one of the rivers, and because that's what crocodiles do. They swim a lot. In Australia, they swim miles and miles and miles because they get kicked out of the river because there's too many males. And they go, you know, colonise another area.
Do you know if those are edible?
Oh, okay.
fruits.
What would that be, Liz? What's edible?
I would like to eat the
Oh,
fruit
okay. Oh,
of the plant.
let's have a look over here. Oh yeah, that one's a bit manky. Manky means, oh, they're a bit fly blown, but yes, you can eat it. They are, if you get it ripe, they're quite good, but they're a bit tart.
Sweet?
Have you had a quince?
I have no clue what it is.
It sort of makes your mouth go a bit like that.
So we probably had several ones of those.
Yeah, okay. So,
Not
all right,
bad.
let's go find one. Let's find a good one.
This one is good. The one on the top. Can you get that? You see one? Without flyby?
Okay, yeah. I don't want to disappoint you.
You're tall, right?
But I left my fairy wings on the boat.
And
I won't be able to flitter and flatter to get up there. It's like up there, people. You got one?
Yeah, but it's like half eaten away. Is it mushy like this?
Yeah.
Doesn't taste like a lot, does it?
Is it slightly sweet?
Slightly.
But mostly bland? Mostly... Yeah. That's about right.
What are they called?
Something plums. I can't remember. Maybe mangrove plums or something. All right, let's try and get a better one. This one's really tart. Makes your mouth go all dry.
You're right.
You want to try that one?
Yeah, I think they're just not for me.
Okay. So how do you feel about them killing the crocodile?
It's a pity, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I kind of understand it if they want to live here with
Yeah.
children.
Yeah. That's progress, people. Kill everything. Soon there's just going to be human beings. In fact, our zoos will just have different human beings in them. This is a human being from Tasmania. This is a human being from Australia.
And this is Peter.
Oh, that's a
That
bit...
was
Yeah, I know
fascinating.
where this is going, people. This is harsh. The Swiss are harsh sometimes. They're very harsh.
Hey, look, there's... you really can't do this.
It's another bit of fake footage because she's already asked the question. I said, oh, can you do it again in front of the camera? And she can't do it. Her acting ability is very poor. And I've stressed to her, it's the success of the vlog is dependent on her acting, people. Yes, there is a fire. This is probably Reg. Reg is an American guy, and he's taken it upon himself to clear bits of this island, and you see all of this has been cleared by Reg. It's something for him to do, I guess. He actually cleared another island, and I think he bought the island, like...
From the Gooners?
Yeah, from the Gooners, and he was going to have that island. And he gave them the money, apparently, and the Gooners brought in the chief and said, no, you can't do that, and they kept his money. And all the hard work of him clearing the whole island.
His island.
Yeah, and the island was really trashed. It had yachties garbage on it, and it was just rubbish. And he really spent a lot of effort doing it. And then as soon as he cleared it, they collected the money, the Gooners collected the money. And the chief came in and said no, and then a whole bunch of people that actually owned the island then went, oh, thank you very much. And moved on to the island and started having yachties over, because there's a bar there. Well, it's a primitive bar, but
There's a bar.
there you go, that's the story. And so Reg is now clearing this island, I guess hoping to do the same, but there's already people now living on it. So anyway, that explains the fire. This is Reg's fire. Good on you, Reg. I don't know if clearing is good for the island, but still, he does it. If you fall, can you fall on this side of the trunk so I can capture it? Just,
I will give my
I'll
best,
just-
but
I'll-
maybe take that shell away.
I'm just going to put an X right here. So just land there and I'll have it covered. There you go, people. Bird brain. Oh, and also a bird. drove slowly all that way and it pissed off. Public announcement, people. Lisa has hair, and apparently she wants to wash it. Oh no, who would have thought? I don't remember that in the fine print, people. So I began madly collecting water for the operation. Yes, people, it's an operation. Perfect timing, Plucky. Rain stopped. Excellent. Top stuff. Yeah, I know the tarp is dodgy. We can't fully deploy it. It goes all the way out to here. And it's a huge area. It's like, I don't know, 16 square meters. But whenever you get rain, you get the wind, usually. And this thing billows and it throws out all the rain. And so we collect nothing. So I have to reduce it like this, tie it up. And it's pretty dodgy, but we've got a couple of square meters, so you know, if we get a centimetre we get 20 litres, so that's not too bad. All right, well, at least it'll be ready for the next one. And yeah, there might be a next one coming up, so that's good. We got a lot of stuff to wash. What we try to do is whenever we get a bit salty, we keep all the salty gear outside and we put fresh stuff. But when you're sailing and it's raining and you're getting doused by waves and you're tired, you just go to bed, and so your bed gets salty and then it's uncomfortable. So we've got to wash all of those sheets and, well, basically all our clothes, all the wet weather gear, and the deck can have a nice good wash too, because everything was super salty. I mean, I could have gone along with a dustpan and a broom, and I could have got salt, maybe a kilo of salt. Anyway, we're ready for the next one. Come on baby, you can do it. Because I'm in the middle of nowhere with terrible internet, I've had to divide this episode into two so I could upload them. As it is, this episode took about 8 hours to upload. Normally 18 hours, people. Part 2 coming up shortly.